Today I spent my cold, hard American cash to buy tickets to go see a grown man dance around on stage wearing a cape, mask, and body paint. Specifically the body paint. And why's that? It's because I got sleep token tickets today. And it was nuts. Like, not funny. It was stressful. I got the tickets. I'm gonna be going to LA. I'll get to see the show. I'm so excited. I think I got really good seats. But I gotta say, that was a shit show. And not even like the fun kind. I signed up 2 separate emails for pre-sale codes. I got neither. That's 2 separate emails, 2 separate accounts, because I wanted to make sure. Different information, didn't have the same phone number. Like, it was completely different customer information. Neither of those accounts received pre-sale codes. I was able to get onto the pre-sale to purchase my tickets because someone in my Discord server was nice enough to send me one of their pre-sale codes. I'm not joking, like, I got in to buy my ticket because some girlie was just like, "Here sis, I know you really like the band. I want to buy her a coffee and tell her I'm eternally grateful," but it's frustrating because I did what I was supposed to do. I went through the effort. I signed up for a pre-sale code. I made my accounts, I signed up for the notifications, but I didn't even get one. And I wasn't alone. And this isn't the first time that this has happened. The same thing happened the last time Sleep Token toured. People weren't getting their pre-sale tickets, and they were pissed. And I'd be pissed too. I ended up buying the tickets when I was at work and recorded the process of me, aggressively tapping on the screen, freaking out because every time I'd go to buy a seat, it was sold. So eventually, I just found 2 seats that were next to each other, didn't care where it was, just went click, 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 until I found one, and then bought it. Turns out I got actually a pretty good spot. So, I think that's a win. A win is a win. Now, because I'm on the West Coast, I was able to go through and watch the absolute chaos that was the East Coasties trying to get their tickets. And I was like, it'll be fine. I'm regressively refreshing my email going, okay, maybe they're just sending out the pre-sale tickets or like the pre-sale codes closer to when the sale drops. No, I didn't get one at all. One thing I do have to say, StubHub or all of the other Ticketmaster yada 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 ticket reselling sites, I do truly appreciate the fact that Sleep Token or whoever's running their tour isn't allowing tickets to be resold on a secondary market. They're making people pay the face value of the ticket plus the original service fees that whoever bought them for had to pay. One very unique thing about the Sleep Token fan base is how absolutely batshit insane you people get right around a tour. This happens like clockwork every single time. People start losing their minds, the scalpers come out from underneath their rock, and all of a sudden people are buying $2,000 pit tickets on StubHub from a reseller that, like, the tickets haven't even been released yet. How are you buying tickets to an event that's tickets aren't even released yet? But I'm kind of, I'm hyper-focusing on the fact that, dang, some of you chicks are crazy. I mean, pop off, girl, but dang. I know I was freaking out, like, sitting there trying to get the tickets, but whoa. You need to be down here. Like, I don't know. It's genuinely so frustrating, and I understand the perspective. There were hundreds of people that wanted to buy tickets today that signed up to pre-sale that didn't get their pre-sale code. Now, I ended up getting a little bit of stalkery. I had a little bit of a stalker moment. I joined Facebook groups because I'm the person that lurks in Facebook groups to get content ideas. I love that. So, as I was lurking this morning in the Sleep Token group chats, or Facebook groups, I saw this lovely post go up. I'm prefacing this is a Facebook post in a Facebook group. I have no way of verifying if this information is correct or not, so take it with a grain of salt. But, message for information on why I didn't get a code received this response with a bunch of crying emojis. Looks like I'll have to wait for public sale. I was really hoping to get close seats too. And it says that my name is Sherry B as a representative of Axis USA. That's the people who did the Oakland and the LA tour, like, stops. I don't know if they did other locations. When a promoter releases tickets for presale through AXS, promo codes to access the presale are electronically generated, and customers who have an AXS account are randomly selected by the system to receive the codes via email. Since there is a limited number of tickets available for presales, not all customers can get a code. Once you have signed up for an account on AXS.com, you have the chance to receive a promo code, but there is no guarantee. Don't forget to visit AXS.com to get the latest information on upcoming events. Thanks. Is there anything else I can help you with today? So, what this is implying is that when I went and signed up for the pre-sale notification to the Bands in Town link that the Sleep Token website sends you to, that wasn't the actual pre-sale. What I had to do was go on to AXS and sign up and make a native account to get notifications for pre-sale, but even all of the accounts didn't get them, which is what I'm struggling with. Why would you have a pre-sale if you're only sending out a limited amount of tickets to the accounts that register for pre-sale? Now, my thought here would be, okay, no, that makes sense. But then why do they have a waiting room? You know, we have the waiting room, we have the limited number of tickets available, we have the staging. We have made it so that people have to sign up to get access to the presale. And by that, they sign up to the marketing, they sign up to all of that, they sign up to accept cookies and harvest data, and oh, now you have my email, phone number, and my credit card number. Which is like, okay, there's another account on the internet, like the endless seeping pool of the internet that has my personal data. Great. But it's just incredibly frustrating because why have a pre-sale if not everybody that signs up for the pre-sale can access it? Granted, I do see the other side of it where it's like, well, everybody signs up to a generalized pool, and then we have a random generation list of emails get sent out for the presale codes for people to access and then sign up for the, specific venues. So if the presale codes were generated for specific venues, it would make sense. That is not what happened. I got a presale code from somebody on the East Coast, and it worked for AXS. They were trying to buy the tickets from Ticketmaster, and my presale code worked for AXS. So what they did was they generated one set list of codes to be sent out, and then sent it out for the entire US tour. It would make sense if they had... Now, one sec. I'm gonna get my whiteboard. Let's just say the entire population pool is going to be signing up for presale tickets, or wants to buy tickets. 25 venues. So, 20... I'm gonna crash out. Let's just say we have... I'm a professional, guys, just hold on. We're talking here in hypotheticals. We have 25 venues on a tour roster. I'm gonna do 4. 1, 2... Okay. There we go. Okay. Crisis averted. Okay. Let's say we have 4 venues. Okay. Now, let's say we have 4 venues. They know that they're only going to be able to do 5,000 tickets for presale. They have an overall capacity of 20,000 people, but they're only going to be able to accept 5,000 people. So, we'll go over here and go 5K presale. And then with a total capacity of 20,000 people. I give up. I'm not a goddamn infographic. I'm just going to explain it so amazingly verbally that you will understand. You have a venue. You have 5 venues. Each venue knows how many tickets they are going to put out on presale. Venue 1 knows that they're going to have 2,000 tickets available for their pre-sale capacity out of the 20,000 people that they're able to accept into their venue. Okay, that makes sense. So every venue has a different capacity. Venue 1 has a 5,000 person capacity for presale. Venue 2 has a 7,000 person capacity for presale. Venue 3, a 1,000 capacity for presale. Are you getting the picture? There's different capacities for different venues. Each of these venues knows how many presale tickets they're going to put out. It makes sense because they're still going to be having another sale tomorrow when they're doing general sales. They're saving tickets for the general public to be able to buy tickets. It makes sense. Now, in my mind, because on the website, you signed up, you RSVP'd for the presale ticket for specific venues. I signed up for the Oakland and the LA presale tickets on both accounts. I got neither for either. Now, in my mind, what would make sense is you have individual presales for the specific venues that you signed up for. Because what that means is all of those specific venue RSVPs didn't mean anything because they were universal codes. So rather than the Oakland arena or whatever it is having their own specific set of presale codes that were able to be used for their allotted 2,000 presales that they were selling, they have 20,000 presale codes that they're sending out today. They can be used for any venue on the roster, regardless of if they have the capacity for it. That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. That makes no sense. Not at all. I think it's a logistical nightmare, and I may just be like hyper-focusing on this and going, maybe the way I'm thinking of it makes more sense to me than it does to others, but I think in my mind, walnut rattling around in the coconut shell I have of a skull is making sense. Hopefully. Why would you not have presale tickets designated to the venues, not universal tickets? Because I was able to buy my tickets from someone on the East Coast that registered for a completely different venue at a completely different date, which, love you, babe. Seeing so many people being frustrated over the fact that they could not access the presale, knowing that they're going to have to compete with thousands of other people for the general sale tomorrow, and bot scalpers because they're still around, they're still putting up prices, they're still putting up tickets on Ticketmaster, even though they don't technically have access to them. They didn't have access to them, or they're not going to be able to transfer them. I'm genuinely crashing out over this. And I don't know if I don't even know if it's crash out worthy. So, end notes. If I ran the logistics of a tour, like for the band Sleep Token, and they did presale tickets, I would have each venue come up with their specific allotment of presale tickets for the day before the general release. So we'll use LA for example. LA would say, I want to have 5,000 presale tickets released the day before general tickets. Great. Okay. 5,000 presale codes will be generated, or even more than that. You know, you could do 7,000 presale tickets because people like me are going to be signing up multiple accounts to ensure that we have multiple codes. And then when it sells out, because just because it's one person buying a code doesn't necessarily mean they're only buying one ticket. I feel like most people going to concerts are buying tickets in multiples. Now, maybe that's why not everybody got a ticket, because the number of presale tickets exceeded the average purchase quantity of somebody purchasing a ticket for presale. Because people were buying 4Zs, people were buying 3Zs, and it said something on the website while I was signing up that any order over a quantity of 4 can be canceled for no notice and no reason, which I would be pissed if I was going out with a group of friends. We all bundled our tickets together and our tickets got canceled just because they felt like it. I would freak out. But I want to know what you think. I want to know if you were able to obtain Sleep Token tickets, if you're excited for the tour, because I am. I'm so freaking excited to finally go see them in a single venue where all it is Sleep Token. But let me know your thoughts, let me know how you feel, and let me know if you think I'm kind of just being crazy right now, or if the pre-sale, once again, second time in a row here, made no sense. Alright, well, I'll see you guys later, and